successful year last year. I know it didn't end the way you guys wanted it to. How do you make sure that you use that as a building block and maybe springboard to maybe an even better year this year?
Well, I think, coaches always tell you winning can be contagious. And I truly believe that. I think what happens is you try to find ways to win. It ain't a matter how you get there, right? You just preach to your kids that you never stop. You don't quit. You refuse to lose. And that's what we've been building our team. We're a completely different team than we were last year. We're really experienced in the skill position. We're young up front, where last year was reversed, right? So we're going to win differently this year. But it doesn't matter how we get there as long as we get there. And always understand you compete to the end. Just telling them those things, but really just having that mentality of that winning is contagious. And everything you do is important.
Anytime you return a quarterback in high school football, it's huge. And I wonder what you're seeing different out of Amari this year as opposed to last year.
Well, I think it's a confidence thing, right? I think last year he believed in himself, right? But one thing that we did was we knew we were experienced up front. And so I didn't really want to force the issue with him, right? I wanted to allow him to kind of come into his own. And what you saw about probably the fourth game of the season when we played Hardin Valley was really started to showcase his ability, his talent. The game started slowing down. So I expect it to slow down even more. I expect him to continue to be, a true competitor. And as you know, at every level of football, you got a quarterback, then you can win football games. And that's how we believe in him, and we believe that he's going to be able to put us in situations to win a lot of football games.
See Drew over there, big tight end, and just
tattoo's a little scary.
Yeah, it is. But to see him explode onto the scene last year, became more of a household name. How have you seen him get better in the offseason going into this year?
It's just his work ethic, his training. He's going to go play college football somewhere. He's going to be a really good prospect. He's getting recruited by a bunch of schools, and it's all due to his hard work and be able to showcase his ability. He'll play some outside linebacker. He'll split out at the receiver position. He'll play some tight end. He's just so versatile, and he's physical, and so he's just a fun prospect to have, right? It's a great ability to put defenses in a bind, and it all goes back to his hard work and how he handles himself and everything, and just really excited about his senior year.
I know coaches like to play things close to the vest sometimes, but is there a guy that is going to open some eyes this year for you guys? Absolutely.
Brody Rogers. He wears number 0, and everybody's going to really see what his ability is. He played a lot last year outside linebacker, and he kind of played the tight end spot opposite of Drew sometimes in certain situations. But he'll play out wide for us this year. He's a 4'6" guy. He's a kid that is going to be a junior that I think is going to open up a lot of eyes. He's just a playmaker, and he's a competitor. He's worked really hard, and I think he's going to have a special season.
The depth of your class or your division in high school football, it's really hard to predict out of this area. Can you speak a little bit about the difficulty of the classification you guys play in?
Yeah, 5 out of the last 6 state champions have come from our region, right? Central, West, and Powell. I was part of one of the Central ones, and it just shows you that this brand of football around here is continuing to grow, and it shows you the coaching around here is really good. And so, last year we felt like we had a really good football team, but as you can tell, we finished 3rd in the region, behind 2 really, really good football teams, and we were so close in both those games. And so, in so many ways, this region it's a juggernaut, right? Heritage is going to be a really good football team because they got a really good coach. Kevin Lane's going to do a great job at Central because he's a really good football coach, and they're always going to have really good talent. And so, you're in this race with a bunch of teams, and you're trying to get five teams into 4 spots. You just got to be prepared every week and understand that every week is a battle, is a challenge, and hopefully if you stay healthy, good things will come. But understand that it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so understand that too that this region, you can't let it get to your head, right? You just take one play at a time, one game at a time. You focus on where your feet are, and good things will happen.